everyone on the EQ Upgrade channel. Welcome back to our most anticipated podcast. Today, we're going to talk about something that's very close to our daily lives. Food. Yep, the food we eat every day. Is it safe? Are there any toxic substances in it? And how can we choose food that's healthy and has minimal exposure to chemicals? Stay tuned, because today we're going to break down this topic completely. All right, let's get right into the main discussion. Many of you might have heard the terms Dirty Dozen and Clean 15. These are lists released by the Environmental Working Group, EWG, and they read a great guide for us consumers. Now, the Dirty Dozen contains 12 types of fruits and vegetables that have the highest amount of pesticide residues. Why? Because they have thin skin, which makes it super easy for pesticides to be absorbed from sprays. For example, strawberries, apples, grapes, spinach, and kale. Imagine, the EWG once found traces of up to 20 different types of pesticides in a single strawberry sample. And in Indonesia, pesticide use can be up to 15 times in one growing season for vegetables like cabbage and tomatoes. This exposure can accumulate in our bodies and trigger chronic health problems. Now, let's move on to the Clean 15. This is the opposite of the 15 types of fruits and vegetables that have the lowest pesticide exposure. Why are they safe? Because they have super cool natural defenses. For example, avocados and sweet corn have thick skins that act as a natural shield. There are also some that have special compounds that pests hate, like broccoli and cabbage, which produce gluten. Others are grown in controlled environments, like mushrooms, which tend to have minimal pesticide exposure. So, for those of you who want to save money but stay healthy, the products on this list, like avocados, sweet corn, onions, or cauliflower, can be your top choices. The EWG even gives a 60-40 its rule tip. Allocate 60% of your fresh produce budget to conventional, clean, 15 items, and 40% to organic, Dirty Dozen items to maximize safety and savings. But it's not just fruits and vegetables. Animal products also have their own story when it comes to contamination. In modern farming, the use of antibiotics is very common, not just to treat diseases, but also as growth promoters for livestock. As a result, these antibiotic residues can be carried into the meat, milk, and eggs we consume. The most serious danger from these residues is their contribution to the global health crisis called antimicrobial resistance. This means that bacteria become resistant to antibiotics, making infections much harder to treat. A study in Indonesia even found E. coli bacteria that were resistant to a combination of several antibiotics in milk samples from The most important thing to remember is that these antibiotic residues accumulate the most in internal organs, especially the liver. Why? Because the liver is a detoxification organ. So, if you like to eat conventional chicken or beef liver, the risk might be higher than you think. Besides that, processed foods also have their own issues. We often find illegal additives like textile dyes, such as rhodamine B and methanol. Long-term exposure to these substances can cause liver dysfunction and even trigger cancer. Plus, there are chemicals from packaging, like bisphenol ABPA, which can disrupt our hormones. So, we need to be more careful. So, what can we do? Don't panic. There are many simple ways we can apply. First, wash your food properly. Rinsing under running water is a must! But if you want to be more effective, try using a special solution. Research shows that soaking fruits and vegetables in a baking soda solution, 1 teaspoon per 2 liters of water, for 15 minutes is very powerful. It can reduce pesticide residues by up to 90%. A vinegar or saltwater solution can also be an option. Second, choose organic products. Organic farming does not use synthetic chemical fertilizers and pesticides, so the products tend to have lower pesticide residues. You can look for organic products in supermarkets or, even better, directly from local farmer communities in your city. For example, in South Tangerine, there's Kevin Rizky BSD, which sells organic kale grown with natural fertilizers and plant-based pesticides. You can also join a community like the Kesapir Farmer Partner Community, which implements an organic farming system. Third, grow your own. This is the best solution. You can have complete control over what you grow. And it's guaranteed to be free of harmful chemicals. Besides getting healthy food, you also get the bonus of a fitter body. The point is, being a smart consumer is really important. With a little extra effort, we can make sure that the food we consume is truly nourishing and not the other way around. I hope this information is useful. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. See you in the next episode of EQ Upgrade. Stay healthy, stay smart.